Dieudonne, most people in the UK became aware of you because of the incident involving Nicolas Anelka. Did you ask him to make that gesture?
Non, je ne lui ai pas demandé directement.
No, I didn't ask him directly. He did it to pay me a tribute because he's a friend. It's a gesture with panache, one of emancipation and courage.
D'émancipation et de courage.
But it's caused a great deal of offence, and people believe that it's an inverted Nazi salute.
C'est une très drôle
That's a very funny definition, but it's just not true. The people who claim it's an inverted Nazi salute are people who have their own interests.
Nazi inversé sont des personnes qui
They want to see anti-Semitism anywhere and everywhere to justify their own political positions.
L'antisémitisme un peu partout sur la planète pour justifier des positions politiques. Ceux qui prétendent que le
Those who
geste de
claim
la
that the quenelle is
quenelle
an inverted Nazi salute are crazy.
sont fous. Parce que le
But
nazisme...
why is it then that people have been photographed making this salute in front of synagogues, in front of the Holocaust Memorial and at Auschwitz?
C'est ça qui est terrible.
Well, that's the problem. All of that stuff is just exaggeration. Around 100,000 photos have been taken, and you're talking to me about 3 photos which have been taken in front of what are essentially symbolic places that represent Judaism. That's not even 1 in 1,000 of the photos that have been taken. So why try to sum up a much bigger movement in just a few photos?
À quelques photos, un mouvement qui est beaucoup plus large.
So you condemn that? You think those people were wrong to make that gesture in those places?
Vous venez me demander de condamner des gens, de m'ériger en juge. Dans votre société,
you're asking me to condemn people, to set myself up as judge and jury. In your system, in your society, do what you've got to do. Judge people, put them in prison. But it's not my job. I'd rather judge you.
Je vous donne un peu de mon temps pour
you come here, you're speaking to me, I'm sitting here and I'm giving you a bit of my time to talk about subjects that are obviously important to you. I'm telling you this gesture isn't anti-Semitic for me. If anti-Semitic people do the quenelle, go and see them. Go and speak to them.
Combien de gens détestent les Noirs et font des spectacles?
How many people hate black people and do sketches about black people, do things that you could judge to be racist? Go and speak to them. It's a bit tiresome to systematically be put in a position of having to justify yourself. I don't have to justify myself to you.
Je n'ai pas à me justifier par rapport à vous.
Okay, well let's talk about what you are responsible for, and that is your act, your performance. You're a comedian, you say. But what sort of comedian makes jokes about the Holocaust or jokes that bracket Jewish reporters with gas chambers?
Je n'ai jamais abordé l'Holocauste autrement que...
I've never approached the Holocaust in any other terms than the logic of competition amongst victims. It's important for me to make clear to the public that no one suffering is above any other. There's no hierarchy of suffering. I have no sympathy for anti-Semitism.
Il n'y a pas de hiérarchie dans les souffrances. Je n'ai aucune sympathie pour l'antisémitisme.
So, for instance, quite a common trait of anti-Semitism is a belief that the Holocaust didn't happen or was in some way exaggerated. So what is your position there? Do you accept that as a historical fact?
Alors, je suis un humoriste et j'ai bien peur que
I'm a comedian.
que ma position
But that's not an excuse. You're also a man walking around talking to people. Is it an all-purpose excuse to say, I'm just a humorist, it doesn't matter what I say?
Mais parce que vous êtes un homme il se présente comme quelqu'un de sérieux.
But you're a man who presents himself as someone serious, a journalist. I'm here to make people laugh. When you ask me questions about the Holocaust with that super serious long face, I say to myself, well, clearly I'm not going to make you laugh about that subject, but I think you need to.
Mais je pense que vous en avez besoin.
I think it would be interesting to hear one of your jokes. Can you tell us one of your jokes?
Alors, c'est 35
Well, that'll cost you 35 euros. Go and ask at the till over there.
But you know perfectly well that your act has created a lot of controversy. It's not just me sitting here. You've been fined. Your show has been banned. at times by the French. My country has refused you entry.
Je ne suis pas responsable de l'interdiction de séjour en Angleterre. Je voulais y aller pour jouer mon spectacle.
I'm not responsible for the recent ban in England. I wanted to go there to play my show. I think my lawyers have sent a letter to your government, to Mr. Cameron, to explain to him that this whole situation is not only unjust, but ridiculous.
Donc, je pense que je viendrai à Londres jouer
So I think I'll come to London to perform within the year, in 2014. I think probably between September and December. And at that point, you're more than welcome to come and see what it is I do.
Vous serez invité à venir voir ce que je fais.
What makes you think you'll be allowed in?
Imaginez que l'interdiction de mon...
Can you seriously imagine that my ban in England protects the English from any risk or invasion or any sort of terrorism? It's so stupid that I think the English will wake up. You've got a Home Secretary who's almost as stupid and ridiculous as our own.
Vous avez un ministre de l'Intérieur qui est au moins aussi ridicule et stupide que le nôtre.